You know what song I absolutely despise?
Let's hear it.
Escape by Rupert Holmes.
You like pina
No.
coladas.
It doesn't make sense because, okay, dude gets tired of his wife, tries to cheat on her, sees this ad in a paper and says, "Oh yeah, I want to go ahead and get with that girl instead. We'll run away together." Meets her at a bar. Turns out, it's the wife, and they're both trying to cheat on each other. What? Seriously, I don't get it. It bothers the hell out of me.
Oh, I really got you riled up there.
Dude, I hate it.
I mean, do two wrongs make a right though? Like,
dude, they were way more chill in that song than I would have ever been. I would have been like, "What the? Wait a minute, I did it too." But that's a complete mental confusion.
He was all good to go. He's like, "I'm cheating on my wife,"
right? And then at the same time, she's doing the same thing. Like, "I'm ready to let's do it." Like,
which who's more at fault? I mean, because obviously she's gone through the effort to put an ad in the paper searching for something.
But he did the same thing.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
but it was just like a response to what she said. So maybe she thought of it first.
I mean, are they now swingers on themselves? Like, do they swing each other?
Mm.
I feel like this is some swingception that we've got going. I mean, in a way, it's going to bring them closer together.
I don't want to. This is really
don't
weird.
Don't cheat on your partners.
Yeah, don't do that. And don't put ads in papers because nobody does that anymore. How about you just
talk to them and be like, "Hey, I like pina coladas."
Yeah, I like getting caught in the rain. I'm not that into yoga, but I have half a brain.
Which is probably why he wants to cheat on his wife, because he has half a brain.
Exactly.
Coladas are good though.
They are. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I kind of got into that a little bit. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Loose Pucks and Deep Cuts. I'm Coy. That's Tyler, and we are on episode 6. I feel like that's a lot. It's not a lot because we haven't really been doing it that long, but I feel like we've kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we put some hours into this.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, I'm looking forward to this. I mean, go ahead.
We did plan a whole lot more ahead of time than we actually before we started posting stuff. So that may be why I feel like it's been.
Totally thought you were going to say when I put some hours in, you're like, yeah, but the first episode is 2.5 hours. So there we go. But I feel like we've gotten good feedback as far as the length of the episodes coming out now, and everything's going up, you know. And I look forward to every time we're like, "Hey, you working? Can you do a pod?" I'm like, "Let's do it." Like, I've got ideas, things I've been wanting to talk about for weeks.
It's been a whole lot more fun than being able to actually like see you more, because for the most part it was like, oh, I'll just catch him whenever he's not working, and if I'm not busy. But now we actually make time specifically to do this and to hang dates, out, and little.
It's kind of grown our friendship.
It's guy love.
Yeah,
you need, dude. Have you watched Scrubs yet?
No. I'll have to put it on the list. I'm about to finish Stranger Things. We'll get.
What do you mean about to finish? We already talked about this.
We're in the middle of the last season right now. But this podcast, I feel like our friendship has just grown tremendously.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, we have a lot of these conversations, but when you actually sit down and we're forced to talk about it, no distractions, we get in so many depths, and layers of conversation.
Right. Yeah, we're able to just like bullshit, and we're able to.
It's kind of like that third person all knowing, you know, like we're here talking, and we just, whatever's on our mind, we're able to dive deep into it and really just like peel the layers of an onion, like an ogre.
Ogres have layers. Onions have layers. Ogres have layers. Oh, ogres have layers.
Dude, I had a waffle at work the other day because there's a food truck, and it was a waffle, and
in the morning.
Yeah. I mean, wow, it's probably the best waffle I've ever had. So it's a chicken and waffle company, and so on Fridays we have food truck Fridays, and they're there for like dinner for the night shift nurses. This man deep fried a waffle. It tasted like a funnel cake with waffle batter, and I might have to buy a deep fryer for my house. I don't even make waffles. Like, I'll put an Eggo in the toaster and call it a waffle. But can you imagine deep frying an Eggo?
Oh, that'd be really good.
I'm telling you. But yeah,
I'm thinking about like
I hate like frying
Different.
things at home though, because it's so much oil, and you just feel like, what do I do with it?
You're wasting oil.
I can't pour it down the drain.
No, like when we did the Jamaica party before y'all got before the wedding, when y'all had to go to Arkansas for family.
Mm-hmm.
When I had my family in town, we were doing the Jamaica party for everybody going. I tried to make Jamaican festival, which is essentially like a fried cornbread. It's like a fried cornbread, but it's like a fritter is what they call it. Fried cornbread fritters. After I dumped half a pot of oil or of oil into the pot and fried everything, I'm sitting there going, that was like $30 that I just.
Which, I mean, you could strain it and reuse it.
Yeah, but
it's a lot of.
When?
You know, you should just pour it on your neighbor's lawn and be like, I don't know why it's dying.
No, I would get in so much trouble because there would be one of my nosy neighbors around going, what's he doing? And somebody would tell somebody something, and I'd end up getting in trouble.
I'm waiting for them to say something about me. So I live in an apartment and I don't have a yard. So I love peeing outside. It's just some manly urge to like
this dude. I don't think is
outside.
This dude, I don't think has ever used a bathroom in my house. Every time he gets up to go to the bathroom, I'm like, "Where?" I said, "Where are you going? Bathroom? That's the back door. What do you?"
Gotta water the plant.
Okay, that's fine.
But like I've been peeing out in the bush in the front yard outside. Granted, it's dark. It's like 9-10 o'clock at night.
I am so glad I had privacy bushes.
Yeah, but I'll go out there, water the bush, and I'm just looking out.
I thought you've just been walking out there to get fresh air because it's hot in this room.
Oh, no. So, I mean, sometimes you got to go. You know, nature calls, and I'm one with nature. I'm giving back to the Mother Earth.
Oh, man. Hey, at least you're not posting those videos that you send me on Facebook. That's as long as you're not doing that, we're cool. So,
I love to hike, and a lot of the hiking adventures I take, I get to a scenic outlooking. Usually, it's at a spot of elevation, and if there's nobody around, I have a certain way of filming that I do it. I'll show the scene from left to right, and then I'll come down and show the stream. And I have like 4 or 5 of them on my phone, and I just send it.
It's really weird because out of nowhere, I'm just like, oh, that's really cool. Where's he hiking at? I went, oh.
I'm so proud of it, too. I was showing everybody at work, like, hey, guys, look at the trip I just took. And like, I think my favorite one was Beaver Bend State Park there in like, Hochatown, Oklahoma. Probably the most beautiful place in Oklahoma that I've hiked.
Isn't that where you did your proposal?
It was. And
I remember that one.
Yeah. So Beaver Bend State Park, big old lake. We hiked up to a great outcrop looking. And I just, I got up there and just had to pee. And that was all the water. Stay hydrated on your trips. And you know what? I'm proud of it. And I show it to anybody who wants to know.
Just don't.
It's a steady stream.
Just don't ask him.
It's Pearl Jam, it's even flow.
No. Even flow.
Let me grab a beer too.
Anyway, speaking of the what was I saying? We were talking about I just asked. Oh, proposal? Thank you. Speaking of proposal, ladies and gentlemen, we do greatly apologize for the. See, you didn't let me know.
I
know. We do greatly apologize for the very sporadic episode posting recently. We have both had very busy weeks. Him more than I.
Got hitched.
But yes, our boy Tyler did get married on Good Friday.
Yeah, April 3rd. Yeah. Hopefully I won't forget it.
Hope so.
Yeah. Caitlin's birthday is like 5 days after, so in 20 years, it's just only be 1 month that I'm gonna have to remember important dates.
Right.
Strategically planned.
Yeah. But no, congratulations. Congratulations to you, buddy. And it was an awesome wedding. It was great. The storm was really cool, and I scared all of your family.
And your buddy DJ'd it too. Mr. Jeremy, man, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Couldn't be more thankful for the recommendation, and all the music he played, and we had a great time. Like you said, we weathered the storm. Tornado sirens were going off, and we
From
were just
about
dancing.
8 o'clock to 11. It
Yeah.
was on and off.
We were in a barn, and it's not like it was just built. Like, we did it on a historical site. That barn's been there probably 80 years plus. It's made
Yeah.
of rock. It was the safest place to be. We closed 2 doors out of the 3, so we're going to have like an air vortex or anything coming through. I thought it was beautiful, and I
Oh, it
think
was super cool.
my favorite part of it is not, I mean, obviously getting married, but as far as the storm related goes, is when we were all sitting there at the south entrance,
Mm.
and the wind was kind of coming from the northeast or northwest, so it was blowing over us. So we're just watching the wind and the rain and everything turning sideways. And there's lightning in the background, sirens going off, and then bam!
Wait. I was fixing to say, hold on, because there is a point of that story. There is an entire point, like there is an entire beforehand of that story that was just hysterical. So, your wife's maid of honor, she was watching me outside, just standing watching the storm.
Well, you love storms.
I love storms. I can't resist going out.
Somebody watched Twister as a little boy and then just was hooked ever since.
Dude, I fell in love with it. But I cannot resist watching a storm. Anytime a storm goes through, it is the coolest thing to me. I hear tornado sirens. I see new David Payne on the TV getting all excited, and I'm like,
Doppler right, Dave.
Yes. I'm like, this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be a great storm. I'm gonna get my lawn chair. I'm gonna go outside, and I'm just gonna watch. So I was watching the storm, and then the maid of honor comes out, and she goes, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. Why? What's up?" She goes, "You're just staring. Like, are you good?" I said, "Yeah, I love storms." She kind of looks at me weird. She's like, "Okay." And then that's when that lightning strike just and hit the tree.
50 yards from the barn we were all standing in bright flash of lightning, an absolutely earth-shattering crackle.
Oh, it's so funny.
All the women screamed. They were like terrified.
So
they were like, ah! They like kind of ran away. All the guys were like right there at the edge. Just primal instincts kicked over and like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
And Holly said something that I did not realize. But have you ever watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I have not.
Okay, there's the main villain in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And he's got these weird, crazy bug eyes once he turns into a cartoon, and his hair's all kind of messed up like mine was at the wedding because of all the storm and the rain and trying to get everything taken care of. Holly had told me that as soon as that lightning strike hit, I turned around and went, and she goes, "You look just like him." And it was the freakiest thing. And I think you scared their families, and you need to not do that anymore. I'm like, but
it's pure excitement. It's the most joy you've had all year.
It was so much fun, dude. Because it was just perfect. It could not have been a more perfectly timed lightning strike, and it just happened to be right. And I felt, you could feel the electricity in the air because of how close it was. It was just, you felt it all just rush over you almost, and it's like, oh, this is so cool.
And I get why people are so afraid of storms and the destruction that they can cause, but I see beauty in it.
Absolutely.
I mean, one would even say that I like dancing in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
I like pina coladas.
Stop. Stop.
You know what you should have said to Marianne? She's like, "Why are you standing out here?" "Oh, the rain masks my tears."
Right. Well, no, but I was already soaking wet because that first door that we closed, or I'm sorry, the second door that we closed, right next to where the bar was at, it had just poured so much rain into it. It was just seeping into the floor. So I'm sitting there and I'm grabbing a little floor squeegee and squeegeeing the crap out of it before I close the door. So I'm all soaked in sweat, and then the door gets caught, and I'm sitting there trying to pull it, and I'm outside trying to get it off the thing.
I'm pretty sure I just had a beer watching you.
Yeah, you did.
I see you work, boy.
And I'm sitting there going, what in the world is going on? And finally I was like, oh, it's got a little latch on the back side of the door. And I just popped it up, and it went and closed by itself.
It's so stupid to think under pressure. And I mean, as like your military aspect, they pretty much drill and drill and drill, able to act strategically under immense amounts of pressure.
Yeah.
But like when the storm's coming down, you have 18 different things you've got to do. It's the
And
simplest thing that you forget.
about 18 of these in you too.
Yeah. Which you came in really clutch. I mean, the whole wedding, like you're just fantastic to be around. Um, so Caitlin was moving all of her like storage supplies, cupcakes to the Airbnb that was next to the venue, so we wouldn't have to like transfer the 20 miles that we lived away. And she was about 2 miles from the Airbnb underneath a stoplight. She's driving forward, and the person in front of her slams on their brakes because somebody in front of them was trying to turn into a liquor store right out of the green light, the 4 section or the cross section. And so she gets rear ended right in the back of her car. Cupcakes go flying everywhere. Her mom slams in the front of the seat.
Is she okay, by the way?
Caitlin's fine. Car's not going to be totaled.
No, I mean your mother-in-law.
Oh yeah, she's great. It was her fault not wearing a seatbelt.
Well, no, I know, but she was hurting real bad. I just didn't know if she was feeling better after that.
I mean, she's feeling better.
Okay.
Should have had a seatbelt on.
She 100% should have had a seatbelt on.
Like, I feel bad that she was hurt.
Yeah.
I would feel much worse if she was wearing her seatbelt and got hurt.
Right.
I mean, there's certain things that like you do to yourself.
Yeah.
But she's doing better, yes.
But yeah, it was just one of those, because she was saying she was hurting the night of, and I was like, oh, dude, you're gonna
like take you one of these.
The next couple days are going to suck for you. Mm-hmm. And I didn't hear from her the day of the wedding because of everything. So, because everything else was going on. So I was like, oh, she seems to be feeling better, so I'll just leave it alone. But anyway, sorry, continue with your
saying. No, but so Caitlin got in an accident. I was cooking, getting ready for the rehearsal dinner. And of course, all my plans were put on hold. I was like, I've got to go take care of this. And you came in clutch because then you cooked everything for me.
Yeah.
And it worked great because your Blackstone had jerk chicken on it. The last legs.
That made that beef so good.
And that was fantastic. But like as soon as that happened, it just we felt a step behind the whole wedding, and we're just like felt like we were playing catch up. But it ended up being an absolutely beautiful ceremony.
Yeah, it was great.
Time of my life. It's gonna sound a little egotistical, but it's so much fun being the center of attention at a party.
Isn't
everybody wanted to talk to me.
Isn't it though?
It was a high.
Isn't it? So when Holly and I got married, it was one of those things where I was the same kind of way. I was like, dude, like this is so much fun. This is cool because everything's on me and everything's on Holly, and we're just like everybody wants to talk to us, and
they're going out of their way to see how you're doing. Congratulations.
And then by the end of the night, I'm going, I haven't eaten all day, and then I'm going, oh shit, I'm drunk. I haven't eaten all day.
I was double fisting drinks.
Oh yeah. Hang on one second.
There was a great time for me at about 11 o'clock that morning. We got married on Friday, so on Thursday, I had a buddy text me. He's like, "Hey, you're getting married pretty soon." I'm like, "I'm getting married tomorrow," and he's like, "Oh wow, dude, congratulations!" And I worked with this guy as he's a travel nurse, but he's in Boston right now working. And he was kind of giving me some words of advice from his wedding, saying it goes by fast. Try to slow down, enjoy all the moments you can. I was like, it's funny you say that because I'm about to start cooking, prepping. Family's about to come over. This is my last conversation before it starts.
Yeah.
So we and him kind of had a little moment of just kind of decompressed, and it soaked in. Yeah. And I told myself, this is my last moment before everything starts.
Right.
And I was just absolute bliss.
And it is too, man. It's one of those, if you don't, for those of you, if you do plan to get married anytime soon, if it's tomorrow, congrats. If it's next week, whatever, if you're listening to this 3 years from now and deciding that you're getting married on a certain day, take a second. If it's the day before, if it's 2 days, if it's a week, whatever, take a minute to yourself and just go, okay, this is what's going on. We're getting ready to get married. Yes, I've got a bunch of stuff I got to do, but once you do that, once you get into that point where it's like, but okay, time to be by myself, time to be to myself. If you give yourself that amount of time, dude, it changes completely how the rest of that time goes, where you're not as stressed out as you normally would be in like a stand of, like, for example, had you probably would have been 15 times more stressed about her getting in the car accident than you were, because you gave yourself that little bit of time to just go, okay, and just continue. Because if you don't do that, you're building all that stuff up, all that anxiety. Even if it's good anxiety, you're still building all that anxiety up, and then something like that happens and it goes, and all of that's just getting dumped immediately. And it's a weird phenomenon where it's kind of like when you bottle something up and you bottle it up and you bottle it up, and then all this anger you have is just, they say, push down. They say it's better, or they always tell you it's better to let it out than push it down. It's kind of like that. You just letting it out is like the breathing, the going, because if you don't, then all that stuff that you're kind of pushing down unintentionally, but you're still pushing it down, just goes and blows up, and everything's just all stressful for the rest of the 2 or 3 days that you have of your wedding, and it sucks.
I don't like working under stress. I mean, there's a healthy amount of stress that you need in order to be very productive. And I mean, it was a little higher stress than normal of a day because I mean, all the events that are life changing to me. The thing that I think shook me the most a couple of days, like debriefing it, was like Caitlin called me, "Hey, got in an accident." Completely changed like my timeline and everything, and how
Yeah.
my next steps going forward. But that was just the call saying, "Hey, I'm in an accident." And of course, when I got it, I kind of chuckled. I was like, "Of course, it's gonna happen on our wedding." So that was like my first thought as a chuckle, and then I immediately went, "Okay, are you okay? I'll come pick you up. We'll take steps to make sure."
Yeah.
But some people, they get that phone call from, and it's the worst case scenario they've ever, like, they're like,
Right.
"Hey, they're in the hospital." I think sometimes you forget how fast life can change, and my whole world could have changed in an instant if it would have been somebody else that would have called me with that
Right.
news,
It could have been a completely, like,
yeah.
had it come from a different
Oh, yeah.
angle or anything like that, it could have completely just, everything just gone.
No, but not to bring down the mood. Like I know a
No,
popular thing people are doing is like eloping, just like little courthouse weddings, and they're kind of going for it. And I know weddings are expensive. I just paid for one, but it's so fun to have a wedding.
It
And
really is.
you've just got to do it because I mean, there's the saying that a man's name should be in the paper 3 times: the day he's born, the day he marries, and the day he dies. Like you can't skip out on one of the most important days as a man.
Right.
Ah,
Right.
but
Because it's one of those that, dang, Marley, she's out there screaming. But yeah, no, it's one of those things where it's like, it is a lot of fun. And as a guy, you're kind of expected to just be like, no, I don't want to do that. But I'm not gonna lie, I was the one who pushed for our wedding, because she wanted to elope. She wanted a courthouse wedding with just a few people. And I said, I want the big thing. I want the party. I want to go out and make this a big to do, because I'm not I'm not used to doing that. I'm a very to myself kind of person for the most part. Like, besides podcast, we don't like I don't do anything. I stay at home. That's that's all I do. That's
aren't
the
you
extent.
exciting?
That's it, right. That's the extent of my life, is staying at home, listening to music, watching hockey, playing video games. That's all I do. That's it. So I wanted to see kind of what it felt like to be a party person, because I've just really never been a big party person. I mean, I'll go hang out if it's like at my dad's house, but or stuff like that. But it's if somebody says we're having a party, I'm like, okay, who's going to be there? And the first person they name that I don't know, I'm like, I'm good.
Which I think that's so the best thing about your wedding. It's a party that you get to choose who comes.
Right.
So it's all your favorite people, and you're just like, it's you. What's
Right.
up? How you been?
Right. Yeah, man, I had a bunch of buddies from North Carolina. I had a buddy from California come. I had a buddy from Virginia come. Um, trying to remember who I had. Just a bunch of different people from different parts of my life, different chapters of my life that I was a part of, and just to see all of them together and to watch them kind of work together and coalesce together. It was actually really cool to watch from the outside to see all this stuff where they're all making friends and doing all kinds of stuff like that, because I'm like, this is super cool.
But then you're like, wow, well, my friends have become better friends than they are with me. Easy.
Right.
Don't get that close now.
Right. But
I had an absolutely amazing time, and hopefully I don't have to get married again.
Anyway, okay. Dang, dude.
This is gonna be the wedding pod.
I think so. We spent 25 minutes talking about, which, don't get me wrong, your wedding, it was super cool. It was a lot of fun. And
It's funny, you asked me about topics for the pod. I don't even think I mentioned my wedding.
you didn't. I did. I'm the one who brought it up because I was like, man, I want to talk about this. This was cool. This was a lot of fun.
No, I'm glad we were able to.
Actually, I'm kind of disappointed though, because I know y'all wanted to just hang out at home and you didn't want to deal with going back out again for an after party or anything like that. Apparently, it was a lot of fun. Apparently, I don't remember, but apparently it was a lot of fun. We went to
Cats.
Yes, we went to Cat's Tavern
place,
and a bunch of your coworkers were asking Holly if I was going to sing, if she was going to sing, and Holly's like, yeah, he'll probably sing. I mean, he's really drunk, but he'll probably sing. And I did
Hurricane.
Yes.
No,
Have I told you this story already?
No, I just know it's your go-to.
Yeah.
I put it as a jam of the day, as a video of you singing it.
That's my go-to song, man. But yeah, I did Hurricane, and
it wasn't your first go-to song. His first go-to song was "Baby Got Back."
No, it wasn't. Actually, my first go-to song was Randy Travis's "Deeper in the Holler." But no, it was always like, apparently this one I did a whole lot better than I've done it before.
If only you could remember it.
Right. Holly goes, you added a lot of extra just oomph to it. And I'm like, why didn't you record it?
The one time you have permission to record it.
Right. But yeah, apparently I made really good friends with some of your coworkers, significant others, some of your coworkers.
And you watched a fight.
I did, I think. I remember portions of it because I remember I was outside and I was talking to somebody. Couldn't tell you who it was for the life of me. But I watched somebody, I remember watching somebody walk outside, and then I remember seeing like 5 people in a whole cluster over there, and then going back inside. I don't know what happened between all of that, but
it's kind of weird. It's like most basic humanistic like instinct, it's like testosterone gets flowing, usually a girl's involved, and people fight for it.
Especially with alcohol, man.
We used to go to wars for it.
Right. But yeah, especially when you get alcohol in you, it's a big factor when it comes to all that extra, not even just testosterone, but just your brain's like doing weird tricks and turns, and you're finding ways to be angry when you shouldn't be and stuff like that.
Alcohol pretty much like stunts your cognitive ability.
Right.
So then you're
right,
pretty much
you can't just yeah, you can't just calm down everything, but yeah, it was interesting. I woke up the next morning not feeling the greatest.
Caitlin's feet were hurting. We were just married, so we're just like, let's enjoy this moment for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
We had a great time.
I will say, dropping you off, I think it's the last thing I remember. I think I remember something about.
Thankfully, you weren't behind the wheel.
No. Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah, no, I would never do that. That's especially after the day that we had. But if I remember right, I think there was something about patois. Did I do something in patois? Jamaican patois. It's the
language, the dialect. Not that I know of.
Okay.
I kind of hope you do.
Okay.
I hope you did.
I might have.
Probably sung Three Little Birds while you were there. Bobby would be proud.
Right. Smiley, yeah.
Smiley, yeah.
Actually, speaking of that, we are, let's see, by the time this gets released,
T-minus a couple weeks.
Let's see.
We leave what? 22nd?
Hold on.
Carry the two.
We'll be 37 days away by the time this goes out. Yeah. 37 days.
Because like it's been here, it's been over the shoulder for a minute. We've just been talking about it, and it started out like friends, and then of course it's situation things. We've migrated to what it is now, but my excitement for it has never been less.
Right.
I just can't wait.
That's like, dude. And what's so funny is the day that I texted y'all telling you I was going to Jamaica this year. The only reason, and matter of fact, we were talking about what song we were going to do for Jam of the Day. That's what song we're going to do. The song that made me just go, okay, I'm going. If you want to come, you can, but you don't have to. But I'm going, and you're all welcome to join if you'd like. Was Jamaica Love by Busy Signal. He does it to the tune of, it's a Jay-Z song.
Empire State of Mind.
Do 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 do. Everybody, I can't remember. No, it's not Empire State of Mind. Maybe it is. I don't know, but it's a Jay-Z song. And it goes on along with that beat, and I remember listening to it when I was a little kid, when my dad would go to Jamaica, and then I remember listening to it when I was in Jamaica. Busy Signal's kind of a newer. He's not newer. He was more late 90s, early 2000s. I mean, he's still making music, but that's when he was kind of in his prime, was doing late 90s, early 2000s, right there with Sean Paul and Shaggy, stuff like that. But he wasn't as big worldwide as they are. He was more Jamaica wide. But Busy Signal's really cool, man. And then I heard that song because it happened to go through my Spotify that day, and I was like, okay, cool. Sounds good. We're gonna do it, just because it brought back all the memories of every Jamaica trip I've had, just flooding back. And I'm like, okay, we're doing this. And now I'm so excited that you get to go and experience what I love so much about that country. It is such a cool
It's probably
country.
not going to be our only time.
No, absolutely not.
Our first time.
Absolutely.
I mean, you always remember your first time.
So right. And that's the thing, is you will, my dad told me the first time he ever went to Jamaica, he walked out of the airport. And as soon as he walked out of the airport, there was some random dude on the side of the road waiting for a taxi to pick him up. And he says, "Welcome home. What took you so long?" And as soon as that guy said that, something clicked in my dad's head, and it became, that's it.
Oh, because you're on island time,
right?
There. And island time is one of my favorite sayings, because it means you have no time.
Absolutely,
because time is nothing, and it is a construct.
Right.
You just sun up, sun down, do your thing.
Before we get there, when we get on the plane, you're going to see this disappear. It's going to be gone, because I don't care. I don't care. You're never going to see my phone. All you're going to see is, like, when it comes to doing stuff, like, you're never going to see the watch. You're never going to see my phone. You're just going to see me, because that's for trips. That's always my biggest thing, is I want to do with you. I want you to experience what I love about something. Now, if we get to it, we can do an episode. We don't have to, but if we get to it, we can do that, and that'd be a lot of fun. It would be really cool, because talking about doing that thing with the machines, with my sister was talking about doing the thing with the machine, the little.
Oh yeah, that's Inspad.
Yeah, that. I don't even know what it is, but something about, like, putting it on your stomach. She was talking about, or I said something about doing that while we recorded, because I thought that'd be really funny. But if we don't get to it, we don't get to it, because that's gone. I'm not worried about time at all. I have other people to worry about that for me.
Yeah. That's going to be Caitlin for me. It's just going to be her. Hey, it's time to go with the plane. I'm going to go, oh,
right.
Already?
Right. Yeah, because, oh, dude, I remember there have been so many cool experiences that I've had just the resort is silent. There's absolutely nothing going on, and everybody's in bed, and all you hear is the crashing.
Well, if it's 2 a.m., you and me are streaking the beach.
Oh. You just hear the crashing of the waves and just nothing else. And laying on the beach, just chilling, dude, it is such a cool experience. And then you get up early in the morning, because sleeping, to me, like sleeping there has never really been a thing. Like, I go to bed what I think is late, and then I wake up what I think is early, because nobody else. I go to bed when everybody's past the time everybody's already in bed, and I wake up before everybody else wakes up. So I get to experience.
What's the coffee like? I can't wait to just get a little cafe.
Oh, Blue
Jamaican
Mountain
coffee.
Blue Mountain coffee, man.
Oh, you actually know the
Blue Mountain coffee. Trust me.
It's better than the community coffee I usually have at work.
Oh, 100%. Hang on, just
kinda
one second.
Kind of.
Did I pause it? No. Hold on. I love learning that you can just pause recordings. It makes life so much easier.
But pausing recording just like
it did. It kind of
stopped the episode in a vibe.
Yeah, it kind of threw it off a little bit, but that's okay.
Wait, I got a segue for you.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you here. We'll close it out with this one.
Okay.
So you just talked about when you love going to Jamaica, it's because you can go on island time, no phones, no watch, no sense of time, just in the moment. Well, one of my favorite sporting events was last weekend, that being the Masters Championship. Rory McIlroy, back-to-back winner, absolutely stud of a golfer. First back-to-back, or I say first. The last person who went back-to-back Masters Championship was Tiger Woods, and I want to say it's 2001 to 2002, maybe 2 to 3. But Rory has done it, insane. But the Masters traditions is what I want to talk about. And I saw some photos from the Masters. Nobody had a phone because you're not allowed to. And that's what I think makes the Masters so pristine is the rules that they set. They can't even call them fans; they're patrons. You can't have any cell phones, and you're in the moment. And so when you see the final putt, when you see the drives, you see the raw emotion from fan bases the way it should be. You look at the greatest sporting events or milestones that have happened in the past 5 years. You have Michael Jordan beaten Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time scoring record. You look at a picture of him hitting his fadeaway jumper from the free throw line.
That dude was crazy.
Everywhere behind him is just a person with a phone.
Right.
You know the one person who did not have a phone? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah.
He's sitting there front row watching him with a smile on his face.
Because he's like excited because and that's the thing about like excuse me. That's the thing about like with concerts and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I get it. It's cool to be able to record stuff. It's cool to be able to take pictures and have fun. But if you're watching, just watch. Because yes, like I said, it is cool. It's great to have pictures. It's great to do whatever. Get recordings, FaceTime with people, show off that you're at this concert and be like, hey, look what I got. And I can't really be that upset about it because I'm guilty of it as well. You can probably find a bunch of different videos that I've posted from different concerts and stuff like that I've been to. But it's one of those things where it's like, enjoy the moment. Yes, because you're always going to have it here. And I know people say, oh, it's used to, but proof. Why do you care about proof? What does proof matter? Because
I'm a big fan of word of mouth. Yeah, I mean, like when we go to Jamaica, I'm going to try to take some photos, be able to show my family, like, hey, this is what I'm up to. This is what I've been doing. I want y'all to enjoy this great part of my life. But I want to be able to enjoy it. And I think when you and me talk about Jamaica and we're reminiscing about this great time that we're going to have, and it is you telling me how amazing it's going to be. You're not sitting down, showing me pictures. This is what it looks like. This is the sand. This is the resort.
Right.
I can look it up online. But you telling me that story is worth 1,000 pictures.
Right, because you'll be able to, and people say, oh, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Yes, but no.
A painting
Is
not a
it?
picture.
Oh,
A painting. I'm a big fan of art. My grandma was an artist. A lot of the artwork that I have in my house, she has done. And when we have big events in our life, like if we graduate or get married, a lot of times she'll take us to her gallery and be like, "Hey, is there a painting you would want?" Caitlin has a couple when like we first like started becoming a couple, getting together, and then she graduated with her bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
She got a picture, painting of a raven.
Oh,
Beautiful
cool.
painting.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's so much more details, and especially when you get in these higher up world class artists,
Right.
every little stroke of paint has a story behind it. So that's why it's 1,000 words.
Right. Okay. That makes more sense. Because yeah, I've always heard the picture's worth 1,000 words, and I'm like, I get it, but
But word of mouth is amazing.
Right.
But it's also
because I can tell you this, and I can tell you in great detail everything that we're going to experience. How when we go to Luminous Lagoon, we'll use Luminous Lagoon for our example here. I'll tell you, Luminous Lagoon, as soon as you see it get dark and you get right into that lagoon where the river meets the sea, it's the weirdest thing, because as soon as you see the boat, especially if you're in the back of the boat, when you see that boat's motor move, you see everything start.
Can you swim in it, right?
Yes.
All right, good.
Yes, we're going to be swimming in it.
Which, for those who don't know, Luminous Lagoon is a brackish water, so a mix between fresh water and salt water that creates a perfect breeding ground for
it's a bioluminescent microorganism. I cannot remember the name of it off the top of my head.
But with movement, it activates in light.
Right. It's related somehow to a lightning bug. And yes, right. It's weird. But yeah, so when if you don't touch the water, it's nothing. It's like normal water, especially it's like normal water at night. So it's dark, it's black, you don't see anything. But as soon as you get into that lagoon, the boat takes us into the lagoon and it starts lighting up this brilliant blue color of just like, how in the world is this happening? What's going on? It's almost like you're in an avatar just going,
you're swimming in the northern lights.
Right. That's kind of what it feels like. And you're doing all as soon as they stop, you jump in, and when you jump in, you look around you, and all the people who are with you jump in too, and you watch as the water just splashes up over them. And it's the coolest experience to have, to be able to see that. But I just told you about how it's going to look. If you go look at pictures online, no camera that I have ever seen has been able to capture what is.
Which you show me the video of the prop behind the boat,
right?
It's just lighting up, which it looks amazing.
It still looks really cool, but no picture, and you'll see it. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. No picture, no camera has ever been able to properly capture what this water looks like in person.
The best camera ever invented are the two we have in our head.
Right. So it's like, this is a really cool thing that you're going to get to experience. And I'm super excited because I'm going to, my biggest thing when I go on trips, especially with people that I've never been with before, and I know what's going to happen. My biggest thing, it's like when you got married. I don't know if you looked at Holly.
Well, we didn't allow phones in our,
right.
we didn't allow phones while we were getting married because we don't want people recording us.
Right. But I don't know if you watched Holly or kind of noticed her moving her head or anything like that. But as soon as you turned, Holly is one of those people that she's worried about what the bride looks like, but she really wants to see the groom's reaction. She wants to see that initial seeing the bride and going, and it just the breath being taken away, the tears coming down, like that goofy smile that you get. That's Holly's obsession with weddings. Like, she loves seeing that. And when it comes to other stuff, like if I ever get to take you to Rocklahoma, that's my thing. I want to see you experience Rocklahoma the way I do. I want to see you enjoy that. I want to see you enjoy Jamaica the way I do. So for the most part, you're going to watch me staring at you like a goofball, just going.
It's one of the greatest moments is like showing somebody for the first time one of your favorite things. And it could be a high or low, because if they enjoyed as much as you do, it's amazing. But if they're like, oh, you're like, well, shit, I should have brought somebody else.
Right. Fucking next time I'll know better
This
than to
guy's
take your ass.
ungrateful.
You suck. This guy stinks.
That's gonna be like your saying for like every podcast.
Every episode, I'm shooting for every episode. This guy stinks. Okay, we've talked about Jamaica quite a bit. We've talked about your wedding quite a bit. We talked a little bit about music.
And a little about living in the moment.
Yeah, a little bit about living in the moment. You had actually, matter of fact, let me look here really quick.
It's probably about an hour right
We're
now.
about 45 minutes in. You had something you wanted to talk about. You said stick tap of the, what was it, series? Or the
stick tap of the session.
Of the session, that's right.
Yeah.
You wanted to bring something up.
Yeah, this is my little hockey moment.
All right.
Let me make sure I get this gentleman's name correct. So I don't know if anybody pays attention as much to hockey as I do, but the Frozen 4 just completed.
Like Elsa's Frozen? Let it go.
So everybody thinks of March for tournaments. You have March Madness, which is the big basketball tournament that takes place. Not many people know there's one for hockey as well. And hockey's a little bit different because they call it the Frozen 4. They don't really make it a big deal until it's the final 4 teams. So you have your it starts as a 16-team bracket, and you play off location, usually at like I know DU played at Loveland, which is the affiliated to like the AAA affiliated to the Avalanche, which is the AHL, American Hockey League.
Yeah.
So not like it's big, and you play your tournament, and you pretty much seed by conference, or not conference, but more like a division. And you had DU, Michigan, Wisconsin. I'm forgetting the other team, but those are who are the top 4 teams. So they go to Las Vegas. This is where they do like the site this year. Next year, I think maybe St. Paul or Salt Lake. But you have the semifinals and the finals. And Denver beat Michigan in the semifinals. They were down 3-2, scored with like 5 minutes left in the third, and I think won in double overtime.
Okay.
Which you get that college, that raw emotion. Those guys, a lot of them are drafted in the league, and they're kind of there. So like for like hockey, you don't come into your prime most of the time until like 24, 25. So a lot of those people are just development. So college is kind of a development, which OHL, the Ontario Hockey League, is a better development program. NHL is coming up, especially with the NIL deals. But the stick tap of the session is going to go to Mr. Johnny Hicks. He's the goalie for Denver University. Denver ended up being the champions. They beat Wisconsin in the finals. Probably shouldn't have won. I think the shot total was 40 to Wisconsin to like Denver's 15. Roughly. I think they only had 9 shots at 2 periods.
Yeah.
But this gentleman, ended up winning player of the tournament. He never lost in regulation. He is 16-0-1, 1 overtime loss. The whole year, his whole college, like stick taps to Johnny Hicks. What's even crazier is he is, I want to say 5'10" or 6 foot, which is small for goalies. Yeah. Goalies, you want them at least 6'4" and up, more space. So Wisconsin was shooting high on him because you got a small goalie. He's not going to be able to throw them shoulders up.
Right. Yeah.
But he knows that. He's been getting shot high his whole life.
Right.
And he absolutely was a stud, stood on his head, only allowed 1 goal. They ended up winning 2-1 in the finals.
Oh, yeah.
But never lost a regulation game. So stick tap,
crazy,
Johnny Hicks.
That's crazy.
He's not even drafted yet. That's what's even crazy. I mean, somebody's going to have to pick him up now.
Yeah.
He might have to sign on. But to never lose a game in regulation for a whole year, capped by the NCAA hockey championship. I just think that's special.
Sorry, hat was squeezing my head too tight. Yeah, that's really cool, man. Actually, we were talking about President's Cup, and a couple weeks ago we were talking about the President's Cup curse, and it looks like you jinxed yourself with your Avs.
Welcome.
President's Cup. Colorado Avalanche won the President's Cup. And what does that mean, Tyler? Based on what you said about curses?
So the President's Cup curse is when you are the best team by points in the NHL. It's a curse because you get bounced in the playoffs. The last team to win the Stanley Cup as the President's Trophy winner was the 2012-13 Chicago Blackhawks, which that team was stacked.
I have a cool story about the Blackhawks.
Taves, Kane, what you got?
I can't remember the owner's name now, but when the guy who started,
the young boy.
when the guy who started it, the reason,
GM. Sorry,
is it the GM? I don't remember, but the reason the guy named it the Blackhawks was because that was his unit's name. That was their nickname in his. Because I'm reading that Wayne Gretzky book, but that was his unit's name was the Blackhawks after a tribal chief in the War of 1812. I can't remember I can't remember if he's a chief or not, but I just remember Black Hawk because of some tribal member in the War of 1812, and they named their military unit after him. And then because he was in that unit, that's what he named Chicago. And I was like, that's really cool. And that might be why it's not touching, or might be why it's not being touched by all this other stuff that's going on. Like, because who else switched
that cancel culture? You have the Washington Redskins are now the Washington Commanders.
Right.
You have the Cleveland Indians. They're now the Cleveland Guardians.
Right. Yeah.
And a couple others.
That might be why that hasn't been touched, is because it's paying homage, which granted, to me, the other names were paying homage too, but if people don't agree and it becomes this whole thing, then that's fine. I'm not one to be super picky about names of teams. Like if they still have the same players on it, to me it doesn't matter. It's a name of a team. It's not, you can still be a Cleveland Indians fan, or you can still be a Cleveland Guardians fan after they're the Cleveland Guardians. Is it Cleveland? Am I saying that right?
Guardians.
Okay. Or you can still be a Commanders fan, even if they change their name from the Redskins to the Commanders, because guess what? The same people are on that team. The same people are running that team. And it's in the same place. There's nothing different. The only difference is the name. And I'm not. That's too political for what we're doing.
Which, I mean, we understand that if it's a derogatory or like a slur or any sort of defamation to the tribe or culture,
right?
I mean, then it should be changed. But I may be wrong on this, but I even want to say the tribe that has connections with the Cleveland Guardians kind of want it switched back.
Oh, really? Did they really?
Which I don't know if that one's factual or not, but I mean, I'm happy that Chicago Blackhawks are still who they are.
Yeah,
their original 6 team, and I feel like changing that name changes NHL history, and in a way that's maybe not for the better.
But yeah, and I can see that, but I can also see the other point. But I really don't think it's going to change, in my opinion.
It's kind of a cool name.
It really is. Name. It's a really badass name. Like it's really cool.
And the logo is, I mean, you have it up here on your board right now. We hung that one up. That is
finally got
that is one of my favorite logos. I mean, logos in the NHL. I think that when the colors, and I feel like that's a very respectful way. And this gentleman's going to be here forever for something that he's a part of.
Right.
It may not necessarily be bigger than him, but he had such an impact on people that he in his surroundings that were able to name something so popular about him.
Right. And this was actually a poster pre-change.
Yeah, because it is no longer the Arizona Coyotes.
No.
It is now the Utah Mammoth.
It
also doesn't have the Seattle Kraken in it.
Nope.
Which, for one last segment before we close this pod talking about this, I'm gonna throw you. So right now the NHL is 32 teams. So is the NBA. NBA is talking about adding 2 expansion teams. One is Seattle and one different location. But if you had to give me, if the NHL expanded to 2 more teams, what 2 cities do you think deserve an expansion?
Let's see. I don't know.
All right,
I don't know. I'm trying to think because I want to think.
I think Canada needs another team.
I do too. So I was getting ready to say, but I think, which is going to sound dumb because it's rural Canada, but Sudbury.
Sudbury, Ontario.
Sudbury, Ontario. I think they need a team.
Well, about 150 miles from there, I want to say. a team that I think needs a team again. They've
Yeah.
had one. And is actually the reason why Colorado Avalanche are the team. Quebec needs another team.
Yeah.
So Quebec is, so you got Toronto, and then north, slightly west or slightly east of that, you get Ottawa, the capital of Canada. And if you go a little bit more north, a little bit more east,
Yeah,
you get Quebec.
Quebec doesn't have a team.
Because they're the Quebec Nordiques, and that's why the Avalanche are cursed wearing those jerseys right now.
Really?
Every time they wear the Quebec Nordique jersey, they lose and somebody gets injured.
Really?
Quebec needs another team,
Look
and
at
it's
that.
a French capital. It's they need
that.
one.
That would be pretty cool to give them another team.
So for a Canada team, we get Quebec, and for American team, the two that get thrown around a lot are Houston and Atlanta.
See, to me, Southern hockey is weird. It's such a weird.
It grows the sport.
It does.
Look at Florida.
Right, but it's such a weird concept to me because it's hot. There's no ice. There's no way to practice outside. You know what I mean? You don't get. Texas does not get the ice that New York gets, or even Chicago. And Chicago's not even that far north from us. But they don't get the ice that.
Well, that Midwestern weather is different. We live in it, but they get it right. That Alaskan, Northern Canadian, right off the mountains, right at them.
Right. And Alaska doesn't have a team.
No, Alaska would be cool, but then travel. You got Vancouver, which I mean, of course, is
well. But if you put that's not really that much
Fairbanks.
That's not much of a travel, because I mean Canada is just right across the way there.
But could you imagine coming? Because Florida would have to play him. That'd be.
Why would Florida have to play him? That's on the other side of the country.
You play usually if you're in a different conference, you play somebody from the other conference like once a year.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So you do it in road trips. So the road trip would be you'd start. Popular road trips are going to be like Colorado, Utah. Usually those are going to be back to back. So an away team will play Utah, then play Colorado the next day.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of another back to back that is similar in the Western Conference. You have San Jose Sharks versus the Kings because they're right next to each other. And most of your Eastern conferences, if a Western Conference faces them, it's going to be like a 5-game road trip, and they're going to hit like maybe go to Boston, New York, Islanders, Capitals, look at those 4 teams, and then come somewhere else. So I mean, if it was in Alaska, you would probably play.
They'd probably hit
Krakens, Vancouver, Alaska, come back, Edmonton, Calgary, 5-game road trip, go home.
Yeah, or it'd be difficult. Like if you're going to stay Westerns, just go all the way up the coast, San Jose, LA, Washington, go like all the way up the West Coast, and then just
Atlanta's had a team before. And I want to say it was more a management collapse, but Atlanta used to be, was it the Thrashers, which is now the Calgary Flames.
Okay.
But I think that was more management. I think they're fairly successful, but you had a team, you lost a team.
Right.
Same thing with Phoenix. You had a team, you lost a team because they want one back. But management really did not run those teams well.
Right. Yeah.
But Houston, I think Houston's like what? Top 5 biggest city in America.
It's a monster of it's a monster of a team or a city. Okay, let's see. Ooh, we are right on. So we're going to go ahead and I think we're going to wrap it. Matter of fact, before we wrap, let's go ahead and talk about Wolfie. Whoa. I'm so excited about Wolfgang Van Halen, dude. That was the coolest thing. I don't know if y'all have seen it. Wolfgang Van Halen was in Cincinnati, I believe, playing a show, and he stops the show and goes in this deep conversation with the audience. And he's going, y'all have been such a great audience, and I thank you guys so much for coming out. You guys are awesome, and I think you really deserve it. And he just continues going on, and finally he's, yeah, you deserve it. We're gonna play it. And the drummer just starts, and he comes on with the guitar, he rickrolls the whole he rickrolls the whole arena, and everybody's sitting there like cheering and then confused and don't know what to do. I think I'm probably going to repost it on our Facebook, and then we've got to figure out Instagram. And we've got to figure out TikTok because we have pages, but they're completely empty. We need to figure out Reels really bad.
Let's grow the game.
But yeah, so that was a fun little thing that I saw that I thought was really cool. And figured
you met Wolfie.
I did meet Wolfie, and he is such a sweet.
He's gonna have to come back to Oklahoma. He'll be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, hey Wolfie, you met me. And I've talked about you like 4 times on the podcast. He may remember
you because that was, you had a really good.
We did have a really long conversation, and he was a really cool.
Because one of the great things is like everybody talks about his dad, but you talked about him,
right? And that's the thing too, is because it was about him, and he's like, huh,
like this guy's cool.
This guy's cool. He doesn't stink.
This guy doesn't stink. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to our podcast. You made it this far. Nobody took me up on my offer to beer on me.
Oh,
so that is now canceled.
Oh,
bummer. But hey, don't worry. There's another one. Now, in order to get this $5 beer on me, I'm gonna need you to do something. All right, I need you to just type in your favorite band in the comments of wherever you watch this, and if your favorite band, just put $5, your favorite band. I'll send it to you for a beer on me.
A matter of fact, I'll do him one too. I'll do a beer on me this time. If you can find, there's a little Easter egg in here. If you can find the Easter egg and you can tell me what the Easter egg is, it's a logo for a band. I'll help you. If you can tell me what that Easter egg is, you can tell me where it is. I'll give you $5 for a beer.
We're giving you money here.
Yeah.
We're just thankful you're listening, but we're giving you money.
All right. But yep, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for listening. You guys have been awesome. We will catch y'all next week. And hey Siri, play Jamaica Love by Busy Signal. I couldn't find Jamaica Love. Wow. See, that was going to be really cool, but oh well. Thanks so much.